Hey everybody, Mitchell here from thehockeyrefbook.com. In this video, we're going to be looking at another example of a potential impact penalty. Now there's two questions to ask when defining an impact penalty. First, does the penalty give the arena a clear definition of what is and is not allowed in the game? Second, can the guilty person learn something from this penalty to avoid it in the future? If you answer yes to both those questions, impact penalty, call it. If you answer no to both these questions, not an impact penalty, don't call it. And if you get one yes and one no, then you need to make a decision about what the game needs in that moment in time. Before I show you today's example, remember that the goal of these videos is to help you learn to communicate using impact penalties. So don't focus on what is and isn't a penalty, but what you're communicating with the penalty that you are calling. Now, here's the example.
Get in there. Good, 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 good. Didn't look too good.
So we see in this video that the puck comes into the end off a rush. Behind the net, there's a turnover. Shortly after, there's a whistle. And in that moment, Black 16 gives a shot to one of the white players right after the whistle. And then Black 16 kind of meanders behind the net and then gives another shot to another white player. And then from there, the altercation grows and expands and you have a whole bunch of players pushing and shoving. So, do we have an impact penalty on Black 16? That's the first question that we should ask. Two questions. Does a penalty on Black 16 result in the arena knowing what is and is not allowed in this game? Yes. If you call that on Black 16, you are telling Black 16, do not start stuff after the whistle. Can the guilty player, Black 16, change something next time to avoid this penalty? Absolutely. Black 16 can choose not to start things after the whistle. What if we call the opposite here? What if we call nothing? If we call nothing, then we're encouraging altercations after the whistle, encouraging players to give each other shots after the whistle. But there's more to say here. I've focused on Black 16, and you might be saying at this point, there's a whole bunch of penalties in this video. Why can't I just call them all? Well, you could. If you called them all, and you said, I have a whole bunch of impact penalties here, that's fine. You can make those calls. But you then need to ask yourself, what are you ultimately trying to communicate in who ends up with a power play? We want to make sure that with the penalties we're selecting in this circumstance, that we say the team that started it is going to kill a penalty. And that's the main message, that's the main impact penalty message that we want to send. So if you're going to call all of these penalties, which you would be right to do, but you just end up making white short, then you've lost an opportunity to clearly communicate. Instead, by making black short, your communication of don't start stuff after the whistle will clearly help discourage things from happening in the future. You could even grab the captains as you work through these penalties and tell them everything that happened here is legitimately a penalty, but black, you're going to kill the power play. You're going to have the penalty kill because your player started it. And by doing that, you've created a very strong communication with the teams and with the arena that starting stuff after the whistle is not acceptable and that you're discouraging it by making whatever team starts something the team to kill a penalty.